Welcome to our channel. Mets warned that their borderline disrespectful offer for Pete Alonso could jeopardize their Juan Soto plans. The New York Mets are playing dirty with Pete Alonso, and it could cost them more than just their homegrown slugger. Reports suggest the Mets offered Alonso a 3-year, $90 million deal with opt-outs after each season, a proposal that many view as undervaluing one of the most consistent power hitters in baseball. Alonso has been the heart of the Mets' offense since his rookie season, slugging 192 home runs in 5 years and consistently ranking among the league leaders in RBIs. With Soto now anchoring the outfield, Alonso's presence as a cleanup hitter becomes even more critical. A Soto-Alonso tandem would force opposing pitchers into difficult situations, but without Alonso, Soto could face fewer pitches to hit. Soto's impact could be limited without protection. According to Sal Licata from WFAN Sports Radio, the Mets' $90 million offer to Pete Alonso could be borderline disrespectful and question if not Alonso, then who are they going to add to protect Juan Soto? Outside of a trade, who is going to be the bat to protect Juan Soto? You can't just say Juan Soto is in, so the offense is better. It's supposed to be Juan Soto plus Pete Alonso. Plus, they still need a DH. The timing couldn't be worse for the Mets. Most top-tier first basemen are off the free agent board, leaving limited alternatives if Alonso decides to explore the open market. While the Mets may believe they hold leverage in a soft market, Licata warned that pushing Alonso too far risks creating resentment. Furthermore, the perception of disrespect can significantly impact player relationships. If Alonso feels undervalued, as Sal suggests, it could lead to long-term consequences, including Alonso seeking opportunities elsewhere. This would not only weaken the Mets lineup but also send a negative message to other players about how the organization treats its stars. For a franchise aiming to contend, retaining a homegrown talent like Alonso should be a priority. If the Mets are banking on a depressed market to drive Alonso's price down, they're taking a significant risk, both in potentially losing a key player and in harming their reputation with players and fans alike. What if Pete Alonso says no to the Mets? If Pete Alonso rejects the Mets' offer, his options could be lucrative, as several teams would line up to acquire his elite power and offensive consistency. Alonso could test free agency, where teams like the Giants, Cubs, and Mariners might aggressively pursue him. These clubs have clear needs for a middle-of-the-lineup bat and the financial flexibility to meet his asking price. Alternatively, he could land with a contender like the Dodgers or Rangers, organizations unafraid to invest heavily in star players. Teams with designated hitter needs could also offer Alonso flexibility while maximizing his offensive contributions. Another viable route could involve exploring a trade during the season if the Mets attempt to recoup value before losing him outright. Contending teams in need of a postseason push could overpay in prospects to acquire Alonso midseason. This option would allow him to showcase his value in a playoff environment, boosting his market further ahead of free agency, regardless of how he navigates his next move. In essence, if Pete Alonso rejects the Mets' offer, he has multiple paths to secure a lucrative deal while maintaining his elite status in the league. Whether through free agency or a potential trade, his value as a power hitter ensures he won't lack suitors. The Mets must act wisely, or they risk losing a cornerstone player with no easy replacement.